Europe has trained its binoculars on Sao Paulo this week because a 19-year-old from Palmeiras keeps showing up in the kind of scouting notebooks that change careers. Luiz Benedetti arrived at the first-team threshold like a weather front. Unmistakable height, a left foot that simply prefers the awkward side, and a blend of timing and speed that makes strikers think twice. He isn't a raw prospect in the way headlines often sell. He's already been trusted with minutes on one of South America's fiercest competitions, and those minutes have done the talking. Dominant headers, calm recovery runs, a feel for when to step up and when to shepherd the play out wide. That combination, the physical roof, the left foot balance, the composure at 19, is why clubs from Spain, England and Italy are suddenly scribbling his name loudly. A scramble is not just about raw numbers on a profile sheet. For big clubs, finding a tall, left-footed centre-back is like discovering a missing puzzle piece for a backline built to play out from the back. Benedetti gives coaches the option to flip play naturally, to free a right-footed partner to step inside, to win aerial duels without sacrificing ball progression. That tactical rarity has turned him from interesting to urgent on scouting lists. Arsenal, according to reports, have already moved from notes to euros. A €10 million approach has been mentioned, which would make this a sensible, bargain-priced swoop if a suitor acts fast. Napoli have also checked in, eyes on both the player and the price. Barcelona have received encouraging feedback from their scouts, but their summer ledger remains a delicate puzzle that could delay decisive moves. And here lies the drama. Barcelona's interest is complicated by paperwork and the squad math of modern elite football. Registering new faces is not simply about agreeing a fee and shaking hands. It often requires offloading the present to make room for the future. For a player like Benedetti, who is already stepping into continental fixtures with Palmeiras, a serious offer across the table usually comes with a demand. Promise him minutes or orchestrate a loan to somewhere he can mature without pressure. For Arsenal and Napoli, the calculus is different. Arsenal can pitch rapid assimilation into a specific defensive system. Napoli can promise the Italian game's tactical education. Meanwhile, Benfica-sized sums at this age can feel like small change if the upside is genuine. The player himself is a fascinating mix of modern and old school. At nearly 2 meters, he still wants to move forward, to intercept, to time a challenge rather than swing. Reports highlight more than aerial dominance, positioning, speed to close gaps, and that left foot which opens passing lanes other defenders cannot. There's also the administrative wrinkle. Reports suggest he holds a European passport, which would unclog transfer corridors and speed any move to the continent. For clubs, that detail isn't trivia. It can be the difference between a summer hijack and a seamless medical in August. What happens next is a mixture of football and logistics. Clubs will check the numbers, pitch plans for development, and most importantly, decide whether to bankroll a teenage project or to let another club bet on growth. Palmeiras, which has a recent history of converting academy talent into major European moves, will weigh short-term gain against long-term reputation. For Benedetti, the decision will be about where he can play, learn, and not simply sit on a bench. A €10 million bid on the table changes negotiation tone. It is enough to get conversations moving, but not so large that it closes every door. If one club locks him in, the ripples will be tactical and economic. A team that secures a left-footed 19-year-old centre-back who can defend the air and start play from the back gains an asset both immediate and sellable. For Barcelona, the headache is straightforward. Can they clear space and convince the player that they offer the best path? For Arsenal and Napoli, the pitch is speed and environment. For fans, this is the delicious, slightly frantic moment of transfer season when rumours feel like prophecy. One call, one signed sheet, or even one missed window will write the next chapter, and everyone involved knows how quickly a promising name becomes a crucial part of a bigger story.